Hi, welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. So today I'm making a Victorian house for my vampire household. I made them right after I got the pack, which, by the way, fun story. My mom and we were watching, I think it's called The Wonder Years, and we were watching that, and it was like a Valentine episode, and so the kid is asking out his friend who he likes, and so he's talking about how he's going to do the brave thing, the manly thing, and then he asked her if she wants to study for the history test. But my mom understood something else because she was like, okay, so he's gonna ask her out. So obviously he's not asking her if they want to study for a history test. And so we bet on it, and I of course won. And so I got a free pack. My mom was not happy about this, but I of course was, and I was very excited, and I immediately went and spent about 2 to 3 hours making a family, which, by the way, I think I only uploaded one version of them. The version that I uploaded to the gallery is like the full version where I looked at all the stuff the pack had, and the one that I made for this house, I think I deleted a toddler because it's like two parents, a teen, two children, and a toddler. So I deleted a teen and a toddler because that was way too many people for me, and so I made the Victorian house. But I like the pack. I think it's pretty cool. It has really good build stuff for Victorian houses and just old houses in general, I guess. And it has really cool Create a Sim stuff. I really like the Create a Sim, especially the female one, of course. And I have not played with the vampires yet myself because I've recently been obsessed with The Sims 3. So yeah, this house really reminds me of the God House. I think I sometimes end up calling it like the God House Point 2 or something, except for the outside, because the outside I wanted a dark green, but we only have like that green, that pastel green, which I was like, okay, whatever. I think I ended up changing it later. I don't remember, but I think it turned out pretty good. But on the inside is mostly just black and red, except for the kids' room. I kind of made it have more like a personalized thing, but also like try to keep it in a theme. I think the only exception for that is like the toddler. I made him have a bit more color than the other, but that's about it, and everything else just reminds me of the God House. If you're wondering why are there 2 front doors, I don't know. I saw a picture online, which is the picture I used to make this house, and it had 2 front doors, and I'm guessing one of them led somewhere else, but I thought it was pretty cool, and I kept it especially because I didn't realize it until like I have already done the house, and my sister came in and she was like, why are there 2 front doors? And I was like, I don't know. It just looks cool. It's an artistic choice, I guess. But anyways, right now I am doing the kitchen. I think this is where I decided I would only use base game and vampires, which is why it ended up reminding me so much of the God House, because I used the fridge and the stove of the God House, and I thought the kitchen would be similar looking too, and I did end up doing like the checkered pattern in the kitchen. I think the God House has it like in the dining room, I believe. So I guess you could say I was inspired by the God House. So yeah, and right now I'm gonna be switching back and forth between the kitchen and the dining room because I was looking for decorations for the table, and I ended up finding things for the kitchen, and I was like, yeah, I have to kind of do that or I'll forget. And I thought it was so cool, the little skull thing in the little jar thingy for the table. I loved it, and it kind of reminds me one of the new items we have in the new pack, Happy Haunts. What was it? I don't know what it's called, but it reminds me of that thingy, and I thought it was pretty cool. Okay, now we're in the living room. Not gonna lie, I was kind of disappointed by the sofas of the pack because I wanted I don't know, I wasn't expecting that type of sofa, especially like the one on the left with like the round thing. I ended up liking it, but I definitely wasn't expecting that. I did really like the statues. I was on call with my best friend while I was making this, and I was like, oh my god, look at this statue, look at this, an angel, wow, so cool. Never mind, I think that's like a pixie, a fairy. Which reminds me, why don't we have fairies in The Sims 4? I want them so badly. They would look so cute. I just want to make cute fairies. But anyways, back to the build. Right now I'm making the toddler room. I think it was pretty much blue and black. And I thought the little bear, it's not little, the big vampire bear thing was so cute. I love it so much. I really liked how the toddler room is shaped. I think that's pretty cool, and like with the windows too. I think it would end up being very small for a child, so that's gonna be fun when they age up. I struggled to pick decorations for the toddler room since I wanted to keep it very black and another color, but you don't really have those for toddlers. Like, what are we supposed to put, like a picture of an old guy in a toddler room? And I did consider putting, I was gonna put holes and spider webs in the house, but to make it look old and stuff, but I didn't like it. I didn't want to go back and put it in other places because I didn't plan for it. The parent room ended up being very just red and black. I stayed on theme. When I make rooms, I like to make them kind of match the color scheme I gave the Sims for their outfits. So I based that one off the mom because I think the dad, I don't remember his colors. I mean, he turned out cute, but I don't remember his colors. When I first did the floor plan, which I cut out because it took me way too long, I forgot. I was initially not going to use like the attic part, like the third floor part, but then I soon realized that it wouldn't be enough space for two kids, a toddler and parents, unless I made them share rooms, and the rooms would end up being smaller and not what I wanted. So I ended up giving one of the children a bathroom for themselves, and then I put the stairs there. And right now I'm doing windows, thank God, because I almost forgot to, and I wanted to do the floor plan first so I wouldn't have to bother about like, oh, the windows is gonna look bad from the outside. So I just did the floor plan first and that. So I kind of imagined this house not having many modern stuff, which I did end up placing a TV in the living room. I was not gonna do that, but I ended up doing it because I was like, well, are they only going to read and play with toys all day? Yes, they're vampires. They don't mind. They're dead. Are they? I don't know. They're immortals. That's what I know for sure. But yeah, the kids' room, I ended up basically just doing the same thing for each, but like in their own color scheme. And I once again struggled to find stuff for the kids' room because I usually would just cluttered the walls with a bunch of posters and stuff, but this is kind of a Victorian house and you kind of don't have those in the Victorian days. So yeah, right now I am in the third floor doing the teens room. I think she ended up having a really cool room. She ended up having a piano, those big pianos, the grand piano. I don't remember what it's called right now, but I ended up placing it in the little corner after my sister came in and I showed her the house, and she was like, you should add that piano. And I was like, you know what? You're right. I totally should. And I was actually surprised that I was able to like keep everything because I thought I would have to get rid of the desk or like one of the decorations I was using. And I actually I got rid of one, but I didn't mind that one because she had the painting organizer, and you'll see that later on. So yeah, at this point I'm basically, oh wait, did I keep the bookshelf? I don't think I gave her a bookshelf. I don't remember. I did give her a fish, I think. Maybe, perhaps. So yeah, I made this an artist, as you can see. I'm placing down all the painting stuff, and I decided that, I mean, she's a teen, she's rebellious, so I gave her like the complete opposite color theme as her family. Everybody has like dark colors, and she has like pastel and really light colors. And I also gave her sister bright colors, but she still has like darker colors, I guess, which kind of goes with a family thing. But yeah, I actually think this bathroom ended up being the best bathroom. I just think it turned out really cute with the bathtub and like all the organizer stuff I put there. And I think I lost footage from me doing like, yeah, I lost footage from me doing like the first bathroom and the little reading nook, I guess. Which, by the way, thinking about it, the reading nook isn't such a good idea, because if you're gonna sit in the sun and, well, if you're gonna sit there and the sun's like, it's like, I don't know, in the afternoon, you're gonna sit and read a book, and then the sun is hitting you right in the face. And I think I did end up putting some curtains there, but the curtains that we have in the game are not pretty, and the curtains that came with this pack were all not very useful. But I did put some there, so your vampires won't burn by trying to read a book. Although I don't think they can burn from just standing by a window. I don't think the Sims acknowledge there's a window and that sunlight is hitting them, so that's good. But I did not end up placing many things in the backyard, although it ended up being huge, and I thought, wow, I wish I could have more space in this house. I did not put anything else. Like, I even made the fence shorter because they're vampires. I don't know what they're supposed to do. Like, I put a chess table there, and that was about it, because I was thinking about it, and I was like, okay, what would vampires do in their backyard? Nothing. They will burn. And there's not much sun in this place, but like, my vampires weren't standing outside just waiting. Like, every time I would open the game, they would be like, oh my god, it's so hot outside, I'm gonna burn. So I decided to just simply not put anything there. And by the way, I forgot the word for it right now, but like putting the plants outside and making the house pretty from the outside, that was awful. That was awful, because looking around the world, everything either looked dead, or it was like barely there, or we didn't have it in like the pack, or like it was in debug, and I didn't feel like going to debug. So that was hard. I did not like how it turned out there. I wanted to put more plants there, but then it wouldn't really go with the theme of the world where everything is dead and stuff, so I decided against it. I did end up putting some statues at the front, which I think turned out pretty. And I think the rest of the video is just me struggling to decorate the house with random things, I guess. Oh my god, wait, this pack comes with like a huge painting of Bald? I don't know, I call him Baldy. Which I found so funny. Like, imagine he comes over to your house, and then there it is in the middle of the living room, a huge painting of him. Why? Because vampires. But there's not much left of the video. I think I will end up cutting out just me doing the outside part, because I didn't put much out there and you can just see in the pictures. So yeah, thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you guys next time.